All right, this video I want to talk about. Sorry about the shaky shit, but I want to talk about masculinity again. Kind of another secondary video about the importance of masculinity in the society today, the dating market, and boundaries. Again, the ability to say no and how paramount it is. Let's go this way today. So yeah, the topic today: codependency, masculinity, the ability to say no, boundaries, which is kind of the same thing. As somebody that grew up in that household where boundaries, I didn't know even the concept. I didn't really, in a narcissistic household, you don't have boundaries. It's not acceptable, depending on where you fall in the toxic family system. You might be like me, be the scapegoat, not really be able to express yourself. And I want to talk about how that can manifest in a codependency that can be absolutely detrimental to a man and his relationships. Something I've learned after being single for about a year here, and really just had to sit in my shit, and just from panic attacks to depression to literally suicidal ideation, like really forced to look at myself without having that person to help or to. I didn't realize I was a people pleaser my whole life. I'm 22, I'm 35, 22 to 35. Always had a woman, and before that was really close friend network. Never was alone very much, and I am realizing that if a man can't say, because women will test you, it's in their blood. It's not. It's a feature, not a flaw. They test men. That's how we survive as a species. And if you are a man and you are in a situation, you can have everything going for you. You can have everything going for you. And once you decide to put her needs first, when you need to put your needs first, it's depending on the woman, but to a certain extent, a woman's going to lose respect for you. She's going to see you capitulate and fall apart when she asks you to do things, me, especially, again, you mix this with today's society of extremely entitled and narcissistic women. It's literally helping them and helping yourself and helping the relationship and helping society all at once. You need to say no, or else your life will fall apart. She will keep pecking at you until eventually she'll lose full respect for you and leave you. And it's horrible, because if you're codependent, and you don't understand that people pleasing is it's not a good thing. It's not. You're a part of. You're reliving your family trauma in another, and it kind of at best it helps that person, and you're doing for them and making their life better. At worst, you're objectifying them and creating treating them as an object, as something that you get supply from. Because to a certain extent, if you're a codependent and you're a people pleaser to the highest end, and you really push it that far, you get something out of that, and they will lose respect, and they're objectified. It's just unhealthy balance of power. And back to masculinity, it's so easy now. You could be at the highest. Damn, it's getting hot here. Let's see if we can do some AC. We'll see. Maybe this video will get ruined, but it's fucking. I'm gonna try and upgrade this after this video. Upgrade the shit after this video. But yeah, you have to say no to bad behavior and yes to your needs. And if you need distance, you need time, you have to express it, and you can't put yourself second. As a man in the society, it's like they will walk all over you, especially depending on the degree of malevolence, whether conscious or unconscious malevolence within that woman, and chances are, if it was an explosive, crazy, fun relationship, you're gonna have a certain amount of trait narcissism and selfishness, and lack of accountability and awareness. So it can really get, it can really go too far. And it's up to the man, I believe, at the end of the fucking day, to say no. And so that's basically the concept I wanted to talk about. And again, I gotta keep hammering home. Codependency. God damn, it's crazy. You don't know what you don't know, but I'm telling you, if you're just now, single, or you are, in a relationship, you haven't come across this video, and you're in that relationship where you starting to fall apart, like, here's another thing. Codependents, by definition, aren't able to be alone, unless more or less forced to. So both parties are going to try and get out. If they know the relationship's over, women are smart. They have a lot of intuition that we don't have. Even most emotionally intelligent men, it's rough. They got some extra gears working up there, and they'll sniff out if a relationship, and they decide. Women 70% of the time or more are responsible for leaving the relationship. So they will put they'll do the work and put the people in place to monkey branch away from you, which will hurt even more. If you're a codependent, you've always been in a relationship, it's gonna hurt, and you have to have autonomy and ability to be alone. Like, I say that like, probably most people know that. I didn't know that, and I'm sure there's people out there that had fucked up childhoods like me. You gotta fucking, here's a message to maybe a couple of you. I don't know if this video gets any views, but if you're in the shit right now, that should be evident by now that it's not you. You're not crazy. You had some shit, and every day it will get better. Every day you're learning and doing the work and doing the research. You're on YouTube figuring out what the fuck happened to your relationship, what happened to your family, what happened to all that stuff. And fucking people are retarded. Oh my god. I just slow down to 30 miles per hour. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, you're not crazy. Toxicity is everywhere, and it's paramount to do the work and to be alone, and then you'll stop being a sponge to these toxic women, and women, you'll stop being a sponge to these toxic men. It is ever present, and the only way, this is the main message of this video, if you get anything out of this, is, again, it's up to men. I believe the same way it's genetic for a woman. I don't care what you do in the bedroom. I don't care where your temperament is, what your, whatever it is. As a man, innately, we are here to say no, to lead, and to create a healthy society. That's why it's weak men create tough times, not weak people. I don't know if people say it like that. It really is up to men. In the same way, it's in our blood, in a woman's blood, to sniff out weakness and test men to see if they have someone that can, they'll survive and can keep them safe. Even though in the society everything's ass backwards, that is in their blood, and that's that logic brain. This is where I get torn apart. But like, we are different, and there is emotional logic, whether emotional difference and a logic difference in men and women, by and large. Even if you tend to be more neurotic in temperament like I am, which is more of a woman's trait, it manifests differently. I don't care if your girl is super masculine and you're super neurotic, you're still a man, and you have a different brain. It's just different. In the same way your bone density is different, all that shit is just different. And again, that's a tangent, but we have to say no, and we have to, stop rewarding bad behavior in the society. Like, men need to step up. It's really just that simple. Like, and it's never been harder to do that. Like, I've stayed away from talking about this shit because I hate bro-y crap, and I've always have, and I've always will. Like, there's a big difference between, you know, competency as a man and doing the right thing, and understanding, like, it is a psyop, it is a absolute mind F. Especially we don't have strong, you know, social networks. We have so many things in society telling you not to do the right thing as a man. Like, do the right thing, but don't go your own way and do the thing that you're told not to. In other words, you work on yourself, you stand up for what you believe in, you say the things you believe in, and basically bravery is completely condemned, and it's time for men to step up and be brave again. It's just that simple. Like, I got nothing to lose. I'll die on this hill, and it's a hill of love and appreciation for people. And I'm just trying to speak the truth here and help people that are struggling. So that's a lot of tangents. I'm going to work on my tangentialness, but that's my brain, just whatever. But yeah, again, back to the message. Saying no and being unapologetic for what you believe in and what you know is right. And for every push-up you do, doesn't matter who fucking... No one cares. No one appreciates it. People get mad at you. You look at it, you look at society. You find excuses. What am I doing this for? Why am I working out? Why am I bettering myself? There's no women that I don't see any women worth dating. I don't see. It doesn't matter. What are you gonna do? Give up? You can't give up. You can't give up. I'm here. There's people out there. Figure out a way. Manipulate everything in your environment to just believe that this is the right thing to do, because you know it's the right thing. Whether it's a song, whether it's a podcast, like, we have all these tools. Just fucking do it, and you'll feel better, and you can keep moving forward, keep that momentum. It doesn't matter if anybody's listening, anyone's watching. It's the only answer, and that's that. That's another little side note, but keep moving. If you're codependent, my heart goes out to you. It's a son of a bitch, and to a certain extent, you're always going to have that. As long as we, as children of our parents, need our parents, which I wish someone told me after 18. It's not like you can just grow up. No, you always need your parents, and you're always going to have a little bit of that in there. But recognizing it is the first step of change and understanding and moving forward. So anyway, I'm going to stop this video here. God bless. Have a great rest of your day, and stay strong, guys. Keep it moving.